Rayagada, the Krishna Chandra Bhavan, Municipal Town Hall, served as the location for the district convention of Bharatiya Majdoor Sangh, BMS, on the 11th of July 2022. In addition to lighting a diya to God and singing the labor hymn, a 2-minute silent prayer was made for all of the deceased brothers and sisters who were dedicated to nation. Rayagada District President and State Secretary Mr Yogeshwar was the guest of honor at the meeting, which was also attended by the State Deputy Secretary Mr Shantanu Kumar Mohapatra, the State Deputy Secretary, as chief guest. He has ascended to the top spot in the nation today by standing up for his own self-interest and self-respect. Mr Das stated that Bhartiya Majdoor Sangh, BMS, is one of the leading organizations in the country nowadays, fighting for an Indian ideology and a non-political centralized labor union and the protection of the interests and dignity of its workers. It is well known as foremost position in India to address all the problems of labours in all government, private and industrial sectors from the remote area to Delhi of countryside. The event was chaired by Vice President of BMS Mr Mohan Rao Majhi and District Secretary Mr Khageshwar Singh. In the presence of State Deputy Secretary Mr Shantanu Kumar Mohapatra and State Secretary Mr Yogeshwar, the following candidates have been selected for the post of Mr Mohan Rao Majhi as the District President, Mr Dharma Singh Nag as the Executive President, Mrs Jayanti Padmalaya Sahu as the Vice President, Mr Durga Madhav Ghosh as the District Secretary, Mr Ganeshwar Sahu as the District Secretary, Mrs Neha Singh as the Joint Secretary, Mrs Usharani as the Treasurer, Mr Khageshwar Singh as the Sangh Secretary, including 11 members as executive members.
आज भारतीय मजदूर संघर वार्षिक सम्मेलन अनुष्ठित हो जाइए। ये वार्षिक सम्मेलन रे मुख्यतः रायगड़ा जिलार समस्त ब्लॉक रो जिला ब्लॉक संपादक, ब्लॉक सभापति, सभानेत्री एमान को लेकिन आज सम्मेलनटा आमर ये एवं विभिन्न अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर रे काम करथुबा अंगनवाड़ी भौणी, आशा भौणी, पाचिका भौणी, एसीएम भाई एवं निर्माण क्षेत्र में कार्य करथुबा भाई माने जो भली हैरान होचंती ए संबंध में आज राज्य ताको गंभीरतार सकार नौचे एवं श्रम कमिशनर को एम विषय में जनइब। एवं भारतीय मजदूर संघ प्रति वर्ष तार वार्षिक सम्मेलन एठारे करुची, आगामी दिन में करिवो। ये जो नूतन कार्यकर्ता माने आसिले एक नूतन कार्यकर्ता को लेकिन नुआ काम केवल नुआ ढंग से हम श्रमिक शोषण केमी विरोध करा जीवो। विभिन्न कल कारखाना जो श्रमिक शोषण चलती जमी जेके इम्फा एवं आपणकर जो उत्कल आलुमिनार जो श्रमिक शोषण चली भारतीय मजदूर संघ दृढ़ विरोध करुच्ची। आगामी दिन में इटार जवाब तार पत्थर दिज्व। आगामी दिन में जे श्रमिक मानकर हक पाई जुलाई 23 प्रतिष्ठा दिवस रे जिलापाल को दाबी पत्र प्रदान करा जिवार आज सम्मेलन में निष्पत्ति करा जाइछि।
The event was organized by the All Odisha Anganwadi Ladies Workers Association, the Odisha State Asha Karmi Sangh, the Bishwakarma Workers Union, the Utkal Alumina Workers Union, the IMFA Contractual Workers Union, the JK Paper Workers Union, Union of Commerce, Union of Industry, and the Union of All Block Workers were present. The district conference program was moderated by Mr Prashant Kumar Palo, Mr Parama Nand Pradhan, Mr Sameer Bagh, Mr Manoj Kumar, Mrs Kalyani, Mr K Niladri, Mrs Padma Senapati. Reports prepared by Editor Manoj Mishra, Sigma Media Lab.